Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to talk to you about Bitcoin and see if we can find a bottom. So let's jump straight into the content. First of all, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't had already. I just wanted to take you through some metrics that I found in the charts and which are quite interesting. And the first one is candle reading, and I just want to take you through. Let me remove these lines through candle reading. So this candle right here, this red candle, this candle here is has got a wick to the from the bottom to the top, which means that the Bitcoin got bought up, but it also has quite a large wick to the upside, and which means that the bears are still in control. So this is 2 days ago, June 14th, and you can basically see this is what we call a doji candle. A doji candle is an indecisive candle, and you can see clearly why that is. The bottom is bought up, but also the top side isn't bullish. So that's called a doji candle, and that's what we saw 2 days ago. But yesterday we saw a very nice what we call hammer candle, which is a big wick to the bottom, and then turns into green. It looks like a hammer, that's why it's called a hammer candle, which is more bullish of a candle. And this also could signal something like bottoming out right here, right? So something like this, and then we can go back up like that. Let's just see. It's really early. It's really early to see to say if it's this is the bottom, but yeah, what you can see basically within every market is that the price tends to round off, right? So we roll over and go down, and we bottom out and eventually got down here again. So you got several levels of like sideways, and then a decision is made uh, as to which direction it's going, right? So like here, you've got some upward momentum, and then it rolls over like that. So here the same upwards momentum, then we roll over, and you can find hundreds of examples like that. So that's what that's the candle learning. So I wouldn't be surprised. This is the daily candle. It has another almost 15 hours to go. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another wick to the downside, and that also would suggest that we could find something like this, like a rounded bottom, and then we go up again. You can see that blue line, that what we talked about in the videos a few times already. I told you in the previous video that I think that the big whales won't let us buy at this exact level, which is a very important level, and that has been the case so far. So that is quite interesting. I bought several smaller limit orders of Bitcoin right here. And I also was in a trade yesterday and this night. This morning, I was at 10% profit, but I put my stop loss in at entry, and it's closed right now. So the potential bottom could be formed right here if we see something like this. This hammer candle really is a sign of more bullishness to come. Also, if we look at the MACD, it's also in the red, but not turning light red anymore. So what we would like to see is the turning light red and then into the green again. But that's not the case yet. Let's look at the RSI. There's not a clear bullish divergence. The RSI low was here, and we are still here. So Yeah, on the daily, there's no bullish divergence yet. But yeah, this green hammer candle really makes me a little more bullish. Let's jump into the weekly, because if we um, if we draw a line from here on the weekly and we connect these wicks, then this could very likely be a wick down here, and then a very nice possible bottom, right? Which is quite interesting, which makes our falling wedge even bigger. Yeah, it is quite significant. It has a lot of touch points, but yeah, I'm not really sure. But I'm just keeping this line here and waiting to see if it will act as a resistance. It seems like it before, because on the daily also, yeah, you can see it got bought up. If we look at the MACD, we're looking to have we had a green week which closed a 9-week cycle of red candles, and now it's turning red, darker red again. And if we look at divergences on the RSI, there aren't already. So yeah, this doesn't show like a bottom immediately, but yeah, drawing this line isn't a bad thing. I guess let's just see if it gets respected. I wouldn't bet the farm on it, but yeah, it looks like it's getting respected right here. So it is a valid line in my opinion. So let's just go into the imminent or more short term. Let's do it like this. And if we look at the price on the 4-hour, you can also see this bottoming structure right here, right? So that's interesting. The only thing I saw on the RSI is that we made a higher high in the RSI and the lower high in the Bitcoin price, which is a bearish divergence, and that possibly let us back down again. If we look at the MACD, it's turning lighter green, so it has some more downward momentum in my opinion. And quite possibly we could find this line right here acting as support. It's more clear on the 1-hour. So for the immediate short term, I expect some more downwards momentum. Maybe if we draw this line a little further, we can see that this would be a nice entry. 20.8k. Yeah, that could be a nice possible trade if you go in for like the 20.8k and put your stop loss right here. Let's just set up a long position. So we go in here, put your stop loss right there, and the top of the wedge was the 23.75, I guess. So yeah, that would be a nice. It would be an okay trade, not as big as we would like to see, but it's okay. It's all right. Okay, so that's it for the short term. So we've talked about the longer term. At the short term right now, if we look at the DXY, the dollar index counters the bitcoins of the if the dollar index is growing or going green, then the Bitcoin is going down. You can see that historically that's happened a lot of times, and it's still in the green, so that's not looking good for Bitcoin. Looking at the fear and greed index, it's at 7 right now, which is extreme fear. And Warren Buffett has a nice quote on it: if there's blood in the streets, you have to get greedy. And so you have to be greedy when others are fearful, and the other way around. And that's what I like to do. So I'm pretty greedy right now, and that's quite interesting to see. Another thing I wanted to show you is a mistake I made, or a mistake, something I forgot to do, and that is selling my Ethereum for Bitcoin. And we talked in a lot of videos about this downward sloping resistance lines getting broken. We saw ETH outperforming Bitcoin, and now we rolled over. We even failed to hold this line right here. So yeah, basically I have this chart almost always open, and I failed to see that we failed to hold this line right here. And yeah, I should have sold some of my ETH for Bitcoin, and I didn't, basically. So that's yeah, that's a mistake I made. I didn't pay enough attention to it, and yeah, I if I did, I would have notified you, of course. So yeah, that's a mistake I made. One more bullish thing I would like to show you, and that is this chart on Glassnode, and it's the number of addresses with non-zero balance. So addresses with some Bitcoin on it. And yeah, as you can see, since the start of Bitcoin, this has only grown. This is the 2018 bull market right here, and then you saw a lot of addresses dropping down. And yeah, well, it's pretty interesting to see that it didn't drop as much. So yeah, we're still early in the game of Bitcoin, and the number of addresses is only steadily growing, just like the price of Bitcoin. You can see here we're a little fear right now, and but if you look at the trend over the years, the trend is your friend. If you're patient and you can buy these dips, then yeah, there's no way around you getting profits eventually. But it's just it's a matter of time and patience. So that's what I wanted to give to you. If you're in fear right now, don't sell your Bitcoin to me, or you can offer them in the comments, of course. Then I will gladly buy them from you if you're willing to sell. So small recap. If we look on the daily, this hammer candle was very interesting, which could lead us to a nice bottom going up, and that's what we're looking for. It's really early now, but I just wanted to show you, as well as the weekly new line that we drew right here, and that is, I need to redraw this a little bit better. All right, so that's a new line that we drew right here, and which is interesting. If we can see this acting as a support, this 19.6K is yeah, also very important. I have limit orders set up right here, and I even have bigger limit orders set up at 14 and even at 13. Yeah, just in case if they get filled. I'm happy because I bought some cheap Bitcoin. Yeah. All right, that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for your attention. Like I said in the beginning, if you enjoyed this video and it helped you out, please leave a like and or leave a comment. For the immediate short term, I think we're seeing some downwards momentum. The 20.8, 21.8 is a level I'm looking for to set up a new long position possibly. And that's it for today. Thanks so much. Bye.